Hello and welcome to my lovely clean blue work mat. This is the good news video, of which I will have a hilt out in front of me that I've just purchased, so at least you have something visual to look at whilst I give you a chat through my good news. The hilt in question is the Master QGJ by KR Sabers and One Replicas. I've been after a decent Qui-Gon Jinn hilt for a while, and since I've had some good news, I thought I'd treat myself. I was on the phone to Cal, well no actually I was messaging Cal the other day at KR Sabers, and I said, what would you rather get if you could pick, what would you rather pick up, one of your Obi-Wans or the Qui-Gon? And he said Qui-Gon because it's his favourite Jedi, and I have to agree, Qui-Gon's one of my favourites too, and I'm missing a good Qui-Gon hilt. I've got the Super Stunt by One Replicas, which is great, but it's not the same as having a nice deep groove realistic version, and I've got the not so good Force Ghost Qui-Gon Jinn hilt, but this one is awesome. Not only did it come in a nice display box, but this is lovely. Good size, beautiful finish. And it's funny because when I was on the phone to Cal, he was telling me about the lovely finish they currently have on the shield for the Qui-Gon Jinn hilt. I was going, I'll have a look once I actually get one of these hilts. And it's funny because it's a nice brushed finish and it's come out really well. And it's the exact same finish I have on the JSJ Saber Bay Count Dooku. Nice brushed finished hilt. And so we have a beautiful pairing here by One Replicas and KR Sabers, Qui-Gon Jinn hilt, and JSJ Saber Bay the Turn Count Dooku's hilt from Tales of the Jedi. This is great Master and Apprentice set. So this is awesome. Actually, I didn't think they'd match this well. Wonderful set. And so I will now come on to my good news. And to give you a little bit of background as to what my good news is, it's a big change for Jimmy Saberjunk, myself, and hopefully it's a good sign for the rest of the community as to how things are progressing as well. Give you my background. I am an engineer. I have qualifications in engineering. I have a national diploma and a science degree in mechanical engineering. I have always had some level of engineering work. During my education I worked as a gunsmith and as a qualified air gunsmith. During part-time work I've worked as an airsoft gun repairman, and my current job, if you weren't aware, I do work full-time outside of Jimmy Saberjunk. I am a precision design engineer for a company that produces plastic injection molds for the medical industry. And I've been doing that for 8.5 years now, and I work a minimum of 55 hours a week, and it's exhausting. I dedicate a lot of time to Jimmy Saberjunk. I dedicate all my time that I have spare when I'm not with my fiance, when I'm not with my family, when I'm not with my friends, when I'm not with my dog. It goes into Jimmy Saberjunk and designing, printing, testing, installing. All my spare time has gone into Jimmy Saberjunk since I first started. It's been very intense, and when I started in the community a few years ago now, 4 years ago-ish maybe, Rob at Qui-Gon Customs, I may have already told you this story but I'll repeat it again for those who are new. Rob at Qui-Gon Customs was very encouraging on my work, and he's the one that suggested that I start an Etsy store, which I did. He has always been a really good friend. I've only met him once in person, believe it or not, but we've been friends a very long time. I've always been able to run ideas by him. He sent me hilts to design chassis for and such like, and so that's really how I got started in the Saber community, was my chassis designs and my Etsy store. And throughout my time in the Saber community I've also worked with a wonderful man called Michael who runs Shimino's Workshop on Etsy. He sells prints of my chassis designs on Etsy, the non-Saber Bay related ones. He's awesome. I don't have to keep an eye on him. Reliable man. Very encouraging. Also, equally, if there's a problem, he gets in contact with me straight away. Wonderful man. I've hit jackpot with him. He's been wonderful. And throughout my time in the Saber community, I've been supported by Jazz and Dave at Padawan Outpost here in England. Two very lovely people. And they just bounce off each other really well. And then I've also been encouraged by Cal at Chaos Sabers and the Saber Armory, and his mother. Again, two very lovely people. It's a wonderful family. And then, for most of you know that I have been doing a lot of work with Shane at the Saber Bay. And I've been designing hilts under the JHJ banner, and he's been producing those hilts. And he is wonderful. Not a day goes by, it's very rare a day goes by that I do not communicate with him. We have produced a lot of hilts very quickly as well. He's been very passionate about my designs and my work. He's always known what my goal is. My goal has always been to work in lightsabers full time. And so he's been aware of my goal, and he's been very encouraging of it ever since he knew and seen my work, and he knew I had what it takes to go that far. So I'm very grateful to all of those people who have supported me. There are plenty more. And so I've got Chris Adams of Adams Custom Sabers. He's always been really encouraging for me. I've also got Christian Cruz, who's designed all the artwork for our boxes at the Saber Bay. He's been really encouraging, really supportive. Really lovely fella to chat to as well. There are other people in the community. I can't mention you all, but whether you've dropped me a like, dropped me a message, watched the video, it's always greatly appreciated. I don't have the biggest following out of everybody in the Saber community, but that's not what it's about. It's about the quality of the work, and I think it's come across that I really do care about the quality and the engineering of the designs to make sure you guys have a really nice, robust, functional product at the end of the day. Functional being the operative word. I like to have a good bit of function in my designs, whether it be the twist and click mechanism, my board retention mechanism, the way that the turn is assembled. It's very unique, and to hide all the screws with no glue and no magnets, whether it's how my hinge mechanism works for the clonophobe, I have, and my self-tightening plunger buttons as well. I've been working very hard to come up with new ways of doing things and hopefully bring it into the standard of the community without people just copying willy-nilly and claiming them as their own, which does happen. But the good news, finally the good news, these are all the people that I have worked with and I am grateful to, but the good news is, as of the beginning of October, I will be in full-time employment within the Saber community. I will be working under the employment of KR Sabers, Cal, who also runs the Saber Armory. We've signed the dotted line, we're ready to go. I'm just serving out my notice. It's wonderful, a smile has not left my face. I'm so excited to finally make my passion my work, and a lot of people have gone, oh well, you might fall out of love with it. I can't. I've been doing this for a very long time in terms of all the hours I put into it, and I am still in love with sabers. I think that comes across in everything I do, whether it's my bad videos that I mumble through, to the quality of my hilts and my products. That's not my hilt or my product, but you know, I'm so excited. It's been an absolute wonder to finally get to this point. So I'll be working as his senior design engineer, designing hilts full time and running productions and stuff like that, which will be awesome. And the great thing about working with Cal is I get to work with more talented people like Rick from Goth Free Designs. He'll be designing chassis to fit into the hilt I design, which is going to be amazing. The fact I get to work with Cal alone is really awesome. Get to watch the expansion of Chaos Sabers and the brand new warehouse. It's going to be amazing. This is really good news, and it's great personally. I get to live the dream where my passion has become my job, and I get to leave a job that I have enjoyed, but I've been very tired over it. It's very long hours, but yes, finally we're there. Thank you all so much. Naturally, a big thank you to Cal for actually employing me, naturally, but thank you to everybody who has helped me along this process. Seen my worth, worked with me, dropped me a message, liked something, watched the video, seen posts on Instagram, commented on anything on the Saber going, that's cool, or I can't wait to get that. But this isn't the end of Jimmy Saber Junk by any means. Jimmy Saber Junk will be used as a method of showing off some products that we get done at Chaos Sabers once we announce them. So it won't be the end, and equally I've still got a few months to serve out my notice, of which I have got some projects in the work that are in production right now that will be released during those next 3 months, such as the 2 is Best hilt, which is based on the hilt that Kelleran Beck picks up in the elevator in Mandalorian Season 3, which is not the same hilt that the Jedi drops in the Grogu flashback from the Book of Boba Fett. There are slight differences. Then there's also the Sabered Hand hilt, which is the Kelleran Beck lightsaber from Mandalorian Season 3. We also have the new run of Survivors with the crossguard add-on kits as well, and that's going to be very unique. I'm looking forward to bringing that one to you. We've also got a project not with Saber Bay, but with somebody else I'm keeping quiet about. He hasn't announced it yet, which is I can't say anything. But we'll be working on that and releasing that during the next couple of months as well, which is exciting. And then I get to work for Chaos Sabers full time, designing lightsabers, testing testing products, giving feedback, working on samples. I can't wait. I really can't. I'm so excited. And again, thank you all to anyone who has shown any level of support. It's greatly appreciated, and we've gotten there. Thank you for helping making my dreams come true. It's greatly appreciated. That's the good news, guys. Thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, hit like and subscribe. Cheers. Bye.